Oh snap! Did it still? It's still doing this thing. That's crazy. Hold on, let me see. I thought I told it to stop. At least an hour.
Why do you allow this to be that long?
Because I'm editing. That's how long it takes.
A whole hour?
Yes, at least.
Did you edit for a whole hour?
Mm-hmm.
Who you on here?
Go away.
You're following when I hear you talking to me.
I don't even know if I'm live right now. But you are not helping. Oh, I am. Dang. All right. So we are continuing editing a video that we started a couple of days ago. If you are new to this, I want you all to know that this is what I do. I live stream what I would call the most boring part of the process. You might ask why. Why are you editing this? It's for multiple reasons. The first reason is for education. You have a lot of clients who might ask about having some work done, and they might assume that the work is over after the shoot is over. No. Only if you just want raw footage. But if not, and you want a final product, then this is the process that they're going to have to do, whoever you hire, after the event, after the shoot is over. So as a potential client, you get educated that way. It's also good for me because I'm putting my process out there. And if you are skilled and your process is better, by all means, help a brother out, show me how it was done, comment, whatever. Tell me how to make it faster. I'm all ears. Yeah, I've been doing this for a while, but I'm not to the degree where I think I know it all. Hell no. Anyway, just gonna bring up Premiere. And we're going to resume with the love episode that we're doing. Love Unlocked. And I think we should be able to knock out a good draft today. It's 3:14 right now. We're going to try to get it done and over with. And give her something to look at. Now, another reason why I do this is occasionally the client that I'm editing for also watches this. And if they catch it live, then they can chat with me and, kind of a backseat drive, if you will, as I edit. So I can, hey, this is such and such. And I can look at the comments and say, oh, wow, that's how you want it. Boom, 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 boom. Cool. So, in this case, the client I got some insight on with them. And she gave me some updates. She said we're on the right track, so that's good. And we just need to continue. So, here we are. This is, again, a 8-minute piece. Nothing more than that because she doesn't want herself in it. She just wants the focus to be on the main character, which is dang, I forgot her name. Lorna. Miss Lorna. So this is what we have so far.
Love, love to me is a mixture of many things, many people, many ways, many moments, many locations. But for me, love is lifetime of great friendship, friendship with my husband, friendship with my son, friendship obviously with all my friends, my family, my parents.
So, if you did not tune in to the one we did before, Miss Lorna is in Italy now, I believe. I think she lives there with her husband. And we're asking her about what's love.
Pleasure. It's been a lot of fun because I meet a lot of people.
And we are
My
editing
earliest memory of love
the
was when I was
footage.
in Japan.
We are editing the footage of the client. The client shot the footage and said, "Hey, can you put this together and make it polished for us?" Cool, no problem. Whoa. Hold on.
Jamaica. Yeah, I was in Jamaica. I think I was around. I think
And we were going back and forth with the email. So let me bring up the email, and I'm gonna do it in a way where I don't. Yeah, I mean, put her out there. You feel me? So I'm gonna move it over here. Then I'm gonna go to it. La 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 la. Let's go to the email. Let's go to the email. Hmm. All right, here we go. All right. So, this is the email that we're going off of. This is the directions that we're following. She did say she wished she probably could have added more, but I like this. It is a nice outline. It's not too nitpicky to where I need to really pay attention to the cuts that I make and stuff like that. Kind of general, and it leaves things open for me to interpret, which adds creativity. Okay, so where did we leave off? Where did we leave off? We left off. Let's bring it all back up. Let's make it smaller. Yep. Let's make it smaller. Cool. All right. Eugenio, staying in Italy. Boom. Got that. I'll bring it back up. What do you love about your mom? All right, so we're mostly done. All of the main things are dropped, which is what I wanted, right? Now it's just about transition. How do we make the transitions?
thinking about it now after all these years.
When I met Lorna, I was
Okay, but it's not bad. Why did it? What do you think?
Thinking about it now after all these years.
when I met Lorna.
Just thinking a little bit about the cut to black, the fade to black that happens there. I'm not sure if I want to use that. Let me make sure that's not in the email so that, No, I don't see anything about fade to black. I might have just did that just right around. We're gonna dissolve a different way. Maybe cross dissolve. Let's see what cross dissolve looks like.
All these years.
When I met Lorna, I was
better. One more time.
Now after all these years.
Let's make it a little bit.
when I met Lorna,
Did she say anything, or is that the end of the clip? That's the end of the
Yes.
clip.
when I met Lorna,
Okay.
I was working in a company, an American company with an office in Florence. I didn't like that job. Was
The sound
I
is
work
something
just
that
for
we
the
pay
salary.
attention to, of course.
And so I met Lorna, and I started thinking that could have been a good idea to go in Jamaica because Lorna is originally from Jamaica and open an Italian ice cream, how do you call it, ice cream shop
Yeah.
in Jamaica. And I was really convinced. And but at the end, Lorna, at the beginning she said, okay, okay, but she was not convinced at all.
And then
finally
Jamaica.
she told me,
Let's see here.
Jamaica, we stay here.
Why do I love Italy?
I remember us playing with. Oh, she already said it. She was born in Jamaica. Boom.
And lived between Kingston and the country.
Popeye, right? You got the graphic there.
We're Popeye and Olive. So I thought it was cute. I thought that was the first time back then, and I'm thinking about it years and years ago in Jamaica. That was my, let's say, glimpse of maybe young love. It's kind of weird, but I'm thinking about it now after all these years.
When I met
Alright,
Lorna,
Skip a little bit.
we don't go to Jamaica, we stay here.
Why do I love Italy?
Now, depending on how you want to tell the story, it's really, there's no wrong way to do this unless the client that you're dealing with says no. That's wrong. I don't like it like that. This cut.
Okay, we don't go to Jamaica, we stay here.
It's different. I like the beat that happens in between, hey, we stay at Italy. And then her, it's a quick cut to her thinking, and then she says, you know,
Why do I love Italy?
why do I love Italy? So, Mr. Eugenio, and this is part of the editing that people may not get. Even after you shoot and record, you still have to go back and almost re-listen to it, unless on set you kind of get an idea and document what clip, you want to do. You can edit on set if you're that nice, but in most cases, you're kind of rewatching things. So Eugenio is talking about why they stayed in Italy and didn't go to Jamaica.
At the beginning she said, okay, okay, but she was not convinced at all. And finally she told me, I've been traveling, living in many different places. Now finally I've found a place that I really like.
She really likes.
Okay, but if you want to go to Jamaica, let's go to Jamaica. At that point, they say, okay, we don't go to Jamaica, we stay here.
Why do I love Italy?
So that could work. I think it could work. Depends on what the client thinks about it. Maybe they might not like the cut. I don't know. It just depends on your taste on it.
Because I think Italians are one of the
So I'm gonna keep it there until further notice.
most welcoming people, loving people,
The thunder.
and open arms. They really welcome you with open arms. I find that. I find that I've been very lucky to begin with, because I met a man whose family was very, very welcoming to me. They just opened their arms to me. I didn't have any problems with them. It was just
And just so you know, feeling like you're welcome is a big deal for black people. The world does not make us feel welcome, especially in America, but everywhere that has been colonized. No, you're not made feel you're not made to feel welcome here. So I can see why this is important. to
His
her,
mother was one of the most beautiful person I've ever met in terms of when you can say, you know, mother-in-law.
Right.
Because I hear a lot of women say, oh, my mother-in-law is awful, my mother-in-law is this. But I'll never forget the day when she said to one of her grandchildren, you know, my son has met his best foot. And that's when I thought my mother-in-law is for her to say that after, and she met me not, you know, after years, it was after a short time.
Some that always
Okay. So I remember where we left off here. This clip and this clip are one. I split it because I wasn't sure if I wanted to put Roy in there, her son. And this is the thing too, it's all about like storytelling. So she's talking about being accepted as a daughter-in-law. Because if we fast forward to the other part of this clip,
But apparently she had seen something between Aaron, Jenny, and I for her to say that. And I remembered, because my mother-in-law had 5 children, 4 girls and Aaron, Jenny being the only boy. And I remembered once us going to a seamstress together because
and she said,
she said, you know, I was really impressed by your mother-in-law because she said, I don't have 4 children. I don't have
She
4
has 5.
daughters. I have 5.
right.
And my seamstress looked at me. She says, "You, for her, is her 5th daughter." So I have to say, I was very, very lucky with my mother-in-law and the Virginia's family. I'm making.
Okay, so the question is, do we keep these 2 together? Or do we keep it split and have her son in there give his comments on his mom? I thought that might be fitting at the time, but that's why, you know, depending on the project, as you're editing, you stop it, go somewhere else, do something, leave it there for a while, then you come back and realize that you have, you know, a change of heart with certain things. So,
some that always like hit my eye was her elegance and straightforwardness with everything she does. Always been like that, and it's something I always tell other people.
Oh, my son! Oh God! Oh, my son! My only son! But apparently, she had seen something between Aaron, Jenny, and I for her to say.
so she's telling a story. Her mother-in-law been accepted. I feel welcome. And her mother-in-law feels good about her. And then the possibility is that we cut to Roy.
Is for her to say that after, and she met me not, you know, after years. It was after a short time.
Right? Cut to Roy giving his account of how his mom
A
is.
short time.
Some that always like hit my eye was her elegance and straightforwardness.
And then after that, right? Now, do we have to? Do we keep the hug in there and just skip to?
But apparently, she had seen something between Aaron, Jenny, and I for her to say that. And I remembered because my mother-in-law had 5 children, 4.
Maybe I cut it to.
For her to say that. And I remembered because my mother-in-law had 5 children, 4 girls and.
So if the client or if this, you know, project, for the sake of being anonymous, I won't say their name, even though I probably already said it. I don't know. Anyway, if she were watching, she would probably give me some feedback right now. Hey, what if you did this, that, and the third? I would see it and say, hey, let's try that. Boom, boom, boom. She watches it happen. So it's kind of like a over-the-shoulder, backseat driving kind of thing. Oh, okay. So she is watching now, right? She didn't put it in the comments, but she texted, right? Saying that she does like the directions, putting the video on mother-in-law Eugenio's comment. She's watching. Nice. Very nice. So we got Eugenio. He's here. Roy.
After a short time.
Something that always like hit my eye was her elegance and
Now let's look at
And straightforwardness.
some of this.
with everything she does. Always been
Okay,
like
so
that.
it's 1920.
And it's something I always tell other people.
Oh yeah, I did.
Oh, my son. Oh,
I did put your name out there, but it's okay. Don't worry about it. If you want to, it's up to you. This only lasts until I'm done, and then it disappears. If you want.
Tell other people.
oh, my son. Oh, God. Oh, my
Do
son.
we
My
keep
only
this
son.
embrace in there?
But apparently she had seen something between Aaron, Jenny, and I for her to say that.
Or do we keep that in there because that's still kind of like it's still trailing this thought.
That
I think since it's the same thought, that end part should be in there before Roy gets there. So it goes a little something like this.
short time. But apparently she had seen something between Aaron, Jenny, and I for her to say that.
No,
Then we gotta cut it before she takes a breath and she's about to say something else.
That and I for her to say that.
no, something that always
We can make that transition better. Let's see.
For her to say
uh,
that. Say that. For her to say that.
no, something that always
Sound.
For
Listening
her
for
to say
sound.
that.
You don't want to hear her inhale, so that, indicating that she's about to say something else when cutting her off. So instead, we're gonna blend it with Roy thinking about his
Aaron, Jenny, and I
response.
for her to say that.
no, something that always
Okay, so that sounds good. Now the cut. Do we keep it cut like that? Either cut it or make the transition sooner, because if we make it later, then we'll see her talking even though we can't hear it. Right?
I for her to say that.
no, something that always like hit my
Right?
eye was her elegance and straightforwardness with everything she does. Always been like that, and it's something I always tell
Save.
other people.
Oh, my son. Oh, God. Oh, my son. My only son. And I remembered, because my mother-in-law had 5 children, 4. Remembered
So we'll start here. New thought. Right? She's about to say something new.
Oh, God, oh, my son, my only son. Because my mother-in-law had my only son. Because my mother-in-law had 5 children, 4 girls, and Eva Jenny being the only boy. And I remembered once us going to a seamstress together because we're all ordering some dresses to be made. And the seamstress we went to was mine here in Inchiza, and they were from. To say I was very, very lucky with my mother-in-law and the Virginia's family.
I'm making, I'm jarring
So,
my homemade
That
tomato sauce.
is kind of the
Tomatoes
end of
from
the
my
story.
organic garden.
But we're going to incorporate our tomato. Right? Let's see where we are time wise. So we're about 7 minutes, 18 seconds in. Right? So let's make it like it's the end of the story, and now we're going into the cooking aspect.
This way there's
Not this.
So I have to say I was very, very lucky with my mother-in-law and the Virginia's family.
How far does this clip go?
Her daughters have 5. And my seamstress looked at me, she says, you, for her, is her 5th daughter. So I have to say I was very, very lucky with my mother-in-law and the Virginia's family. So Italy for me is the
Okay. Undo. Actually. Boom. Then we do the exponential.
and
And then we do the. Now we can probably dip to black. Dip to black doesn't mean it's the end of the whole piece. It's just the end of that section. Like act. The act is over.
the Virginia's family.
We can even put something like that. I don't know what you would call it, but basically like a. Because what we're doing now is she's canning. And if you're still watching, Doctor, is this her business? Is this what she does? Does she can? Like, you know, I feel like, because she does mention early on that she loves what she does, but she doesn't talk or say what she does.
Friendship, obviously, with all my friends, my family, my parents.
So does what she's doing with the tomato have anything to do with what she does? Like for a
Likes to be with a lot of people, not all the time. Some of the people, some of the time. And all of the people, little time. But I consider love just to be honest with you, just being me. Whenever I feel that I'm happy to be around people, happy to be around my family, happy to be with my husband, and happy to be with Room and my cats, and just being in a position where I love my job.
her
That's
job.
what's very important to me. This job,
Right.
which I've been doing for 20
She's been
years,
doing it for 20 years.
it's just been a joy, it's been a pleasure, it's been a lot of fun because I meet a lot of people.
Oh, okay. So you have a video
My earliest memory of love.
explaining. Let's see. Where is that? Where is that? It's B-roll. This is Sepe. Sepe. That's the scene. So like more B-roll. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, is she talking? Yeah, very good B-roll. This is good stuff, Doctor. This is good stuff. You did a good job capturing everything. I need to figure out what phone you had so I can get it.
And the seamstress we went to was
Or if
mine
you had a
here
camera,
in
you can.
Cheese, and they were from Florence. And when they left, the seamstress told me, she said, you know, I was really impressed by your mother-in-law because she said,
Okay,
I don't
So
have 4
if-
children, I have
her canning the tomato is not her job. That's just kind of like her thing. We can kind of have that as like, what is this? That's
I'm making, I'm jarring my homemade tomato sauce. Tomatoes from my organic garden. It's just tomatoes, basil, and a little bit, and some salt for the preservation.
when you have children, you might find things that you expect to be where at a certain spot, and they're not because there it is.
Where did the jars go?
Okay.
And the jar is going to go from here to here.
Very good.
Just have to fill with water.
You said
And
it goes,
then-
say it again?
So the jar is going here, then I'll fill it up with water, put it to boil, leave it there, and then this way they're sealed and put away for the winter.
Just send me an audio message. I don't know if you want me to broadcast that.
I think about 5 scoops going here. No, actually more than 5 scoops. This is 3, so probably about 6 scoops. So, and if anything should left over, I'll just use it today in my eggplant parmesan.
Oh.
And some I can, you know, put,
Eggplant. All right. Let me see. Let me check you out real quick. What's up, guys?
If it needs to go to 9 minutes, okay, okay. All right, hope you get this.
Cool. Got it. Answer your question. No, I don't think if it's not a big deal, what she does, that's fine. What she has here is cool. Yes, let's add Sepe. I did have some stuff here. I think that playing the guitar can be kind of like an end credit thing. Yeah, that would be nice. Because I can already tell he knows what he's doing a little bit. That can even go with what she's doing with the tomatoes, right? Custom music. Good. So before he hits the thing, that's good. How long is that? Let's go see how long it is. Cool. Yes, nice and low. Cool. And let's have him in here. I do have this. Let's go over.
Then,
Well,
Eugenio.
I'm from Iran.
Now he talks about what he does. He's not around people.
2 months or 2 months totally, because after so few months he got married and went away. But I remained. Then I met Lorna. I had more. Relationship with them, with Lorna and Eugenio.
Okay, that's probably where we should start. You see?
I had more relationship with them, with Lorna and Eugenio.
Okay.
Little by little, this became like a friendship. I mean, from the owner of the house, became like a friendship. More like a friendship, more like that. And then more and more and more, I really feel them as my family. You know? I mean, I'm single. Living outside of the city after Corona and something is really hard. Meeting people is less because I'm not living in the city. After work and home, so it's, and around me there are not lots of life. I mean, it's like how can I say people.
Yep.
I am also as a character and type of that I don't go out a lot or I don't participate anymore so many social life. And feeling that I have a family beside me as Lorna and Eugenio is the kind of thing that I feel with my heart, and that is what it makes me alive to live with.
Stop there and see what else is.
And that's amazing. Amazing feeling. And
We can stop right there. That's good. Amazing feeling.
Impressed by mother-in-law because she said, I don't have 4 children. I don't have 4 daughters. I have 5. And my seamstress looked at me. She says, "You, for her, is her 5th daughter." So I was very, very lucky with my mother-in-law and the Virginia's family.
I feel like
Don't go to Jamaica, we stay here.
Why do I love
I don't know why I like that cut so much. I'm not sure. Sepe, if it was something that I was doing, right? I would put Sepe. Let's see what his remarks go to. Okay. All right, we're gonna mix it up. Mix it up. Here we go. First, let's move this over. Let's move this here. We're gonna start with.
So I have to say I was very, very lucky with my mother and the Virginia's family.
Yep. Man, move.
I had more relationship with
All right, so not the guitar yet.
them, with Lorna and
Bump up the audio. Maybe like 8.
Eugenio. Little by little, this became like a friendship. I mean, from the owner of the house became. Uh, I had more relation. I had more relationship with them, with Lorna and Eugenio.
Alright, so
I
let's
was
turn
very,
it
very
right.
lucky with my mother-in-law and the Virginia's family. Family. And the Virginia's family.
Uh,
His family. And his family.
copy, paste.
I had more. I had more relationship with them, with Lorna and Eugenio. Little by little, this became like a friendship. I mean, from the owner of the house became like a friendship, more like a friendship, more like a.
This can be an opportunity where we kind of add a little bit more B-roll. It's B-roll, time to shine. Very good.
Like a friendship. I mean, from the owner of the house became like a friendship, more like a friendship. A friendship. I mean, from the owner of the house became like a friendship, more like a friendship, more like a that, and then more and
Appreciate you. Who's that? See J Focus, man. That's my man, bro. To be supporting, bro. Be supporting.
from the owner of the house became like a friendship, more like a friendship, more like a.
Let's punch it out a little bit. Up. Move it up. Right there. Right.
Little by little, this became like a friendship. I mean, from the owner of the house became like a friendship, more like a friendship, more like a that, and then more and more and more. I really.
So all of this B-roll is going to help drive home what Sepe is saying. It's a family, right? Very good.
Feel them as my family here.
Right.
Here. I mean, I'm single. I mean, I'm single, living outside of the city.
Wow.
After Corona and something, it's really hard.
Ooh, so what is going on? Is there a Oh, I see. I'm gonna have to do the same thing I did to the other videos, which is mess around with the brightness, contrast. There we go. You see how that made the lighting and everything, but just a simple change of brightness and contrast. Go from that to that. Alright,
Lorna and Eugenio.
very good.
Little by little, this became like a friendship. I mean, from the owner of the house, became like a friendship. More like a friendship, more like that. And then more and more and more, I really feel them as my family here. I mean, I'm
Blown out. Let's see what this does. Better. Let me see how far down I can take it.
single. Living outside of the city after Corona and something is really hard. Meeting the people is less because I'm not living in the city. After work, I'm home, so it's and around me there are not lots of life. I mean, see, like how can I?
So this would be a place to put B-roll too.
And around me there are not lots of life. I mean,
Cut there.
see, like how can I say people? Can I say people?
Alright, get rid of that.
Lots of life.
Let's see what other good things we got here. Copy and paste the same movements.
I mean, people.
Yeah.
But
There are not lots of life. I mean, people.
Yeah.
And I am also as a character. I'm type of that. And I am also as a character. I'm type of that. That I don't go out a lot
save.
or I don't participate anymore so many social life. And feeling that I have a family beside me as Lorna and Eugenio.
Stop. Let's start the music right now. Let's start it right now. We don't want to cut off this though. Let's move this up. We'll start the music, but we don't want, we're not gonna start the footage yet. So we're gonna unlink that, bring it to the end.
It's the kind of thing that I feel with my heart, and that is what it makes me alive to live.
See? I don't know what told me to do that, but it sounds like that was a moment to start it.
Eugenio, it's the kind of thing that I feel.
You know what I mean? Like he's saying real sentimental things. I mean, the whole thing is he said it's sentimental, but let's isolate the music real quick. Yeah, I think that's good.
And feeling that I have a family beside me as Lorna and Eugenio, it's the kind of thing that I feel with my heart.
Alright, so timing is slightly off. So feeling that I have a family.
Feeling that I have a family beside me as Lorna and Eugenio.
Boom. That's when it should start, when he pauses. Up, wait a minute, because I'm taking the...
Eugenio, it's the kind of thing that I feel with my heart, and that is what it makes me alive to live with. That's amazing. It's amazing.
Oh, let's do the brightness. Copy and paste, very good. I might be able to darken that up some more. But the light isn't too strong.
Genial is the kind of thing that I
Up.
do with my
Oh, okay.
Making, I'm jarring my.
All right. I do want the music to start when Sepe is saying what he's saying, but I kind of was hoping the music part could last throughout the time that they were together, particularly right here. Wait, is that it? Or did I already put that in the timeline? Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, me.
and I am also as a character. I'm type of that I don't go
Or maybe.
out a lot or I don't participate
Maybe we could put his stuff on repeat. Let's do that. Let's do that. You only played for about a minute or so.
anymore. So many social life and feeling that I have a family beside me as Lorna and Eugenio. It's the kind of thing that I feel with my heart, and that is what it makes me alive to live here.
What's up, Gonzari? Nope. Still doing stuff. Oh, that's what you're waiting for. Frost is on.
Amazing.
I'm making, I'm jarring my homemade tomato sauce. Tomatoes from my organic garden. It's just tomatoes, basil, and some salt for the preservation. Tomatoes, basil, and some salt for the preservation.
Where did the jars go?
And the jars then go from here to here. And some salt for the preservation. Have to fool with water.
You said it
And
goes,
then,
say it
yeah.
again?
So the jars go in here, then I fill it up with water, put it to boil, leave it there, and then this way they're sealed to be put away for winter.
a video later.
So the jars go in here, then I fill it up with water. Tomatoes, basil, and a little bit and some salt for the preservation.
Unlink. Unlink. Delete. Stop. Stop. What's that?
So the jars go in here, then I fill it up. The jars go in here, then I fill it up with water.
Huh? Gotta see her put the jar in there. Oh, nope, don't do that. Just gonna eyeball it.
So the jars go in here, then I fill it up with water, put it to boil, leave it there, and then this way they're sealed to be put away for away, and then this way they're sealed.
Yes. I meant to do that. Unlink.
Way they're sealed to be put away for
And we still get to see him play. See? That's what's up. And they gonna be like, oh, he was playing that whole time? Yes, he's nice. He's nice with the strings, beloved.
leave it there, and then this way they're sealed to be put away for basil and a little bit and some salt for the preservation. So the jars go in here, then I
Don't need the so.
the jars go in here, then I fill it up with water, put it to boil, leave it there, and then this way they're sealed to be put away for
What's this? Actually, we should be good. I don't know if this is necessary anymore. I'll leave it there. She jumped off because she's parking and it's gonna come back on. But we're gonna talk about whether or not we need that part.
homemade tomato sauce. Tomatoes from my organic garden. It's just tomatoes, basil, and a little bit and some salt for the preservation. The jars go in here, then I fill it up with water, put it to boil, leave it there, and then this way they're sealed to be put away for winter.
Ending. We gotta figure out how to close it all. How to close it down. What is this?
Five scoops go in here. No, actually more than 5 scoops. This is 3, so probably about 6 scoops. So, and if anything should left over, I'll just use it today in my eggplant parmesan.
That's the part I would cut.
So, and if anything should left over, I'll just use it today in my eggplant parmesan. And some I can, put in my eggplant parmesan.
Need to close it out. Unlink.
And if anything should left over, I'll just use it today in my eggplant parmesan.
End it with the Parmesan.
And if anything should left over, I'll just use it today in my eggplant parmesan.
So where's the thing where they were all together? They were all together in the kitchen, like cooking stuff. There it is. Okay, no. We're gonna stick to the Parmesan. Parmesan.
And if anything should
Eggplant is his favorite dish?
one of the things. In my eggplant parmesan.
I don't know.
And if anything should left over,
Unlink.
and if anything should left over, I'll just use it today in my eggplant parmesan.
Let's see. Let's leave it like this for now. Seconds is too long. So yeah, it's about 8:25. Save. The ending. Got to figure out the ending. We're gonna do that pretty soon. And then go from there. But I gotta go to another shoot. So till next time, we'll have another editing session. Appreciate you guys tuning in.